أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Look how serious it is. People join parties for certain worldly benefits and they give their votes regardless. Maybe they give their votes to the worst people. And everybody suffers because of this. It is a betrayal. It is an act of cheating. Cheating to whom? To Allah and His Messenger. Look how grave it is, the responsibility of giving the votes. I hope you gave your votes for the provincial elections. I hope you were positive, not just ignore it. We have to be part of that process and try our best to give our votes to the best people in the area. You see? And that needs a study. You see? There are organizations, Muslim organizations now, who study political parties. You see? If we participated and we all gave our votes to one particular party, that will make a change. But most of us never cared. They tell you, oh, I forgot. Although he received the, the ticket for the elections. Anyway.
Some people, they say it is haram to vote. We have this problem everywhere.
It is not haram to vote. It is wrong to say that. Why? Look at the example. Sayyidina Yusuf was living in a non-Muslim country and the government was not Muslim. And he asked to be the Minister of Treasury. If it is haram, the Sayyidina Yusuf would not do that at all. He's a messenger of Allah. That's one thing. The other thing, there is a big difference when the Muslims themselves participate in elections and they have a say in their government and they guide politicians. You see, it is not only you go on the day of elections and you just put that card and that's it. No, that's only one little thing out of a whole process. You have to actively participate and make the politicians whom you vote for aware that you are a group of people who have their demands. They have their demands. They want him to fulfill your demands and interact with him. You see, if you neglect that, you are the loser. He will not care about you. You see, that is the point. We have to participate in order to have influence in the government and the rule of the country. It is never too late. It is better to participate and to make a plan. It is not a question of individuals. It is groups that will make a change. They teach your children at school. They tell them about this. Not to vote as Muslims, no. But to be active in politics. And they take them to the parliament, make them visit it, and so on. You see, they are aware. Our youngsters, they know about elections more than we do. Let us learn from them and try to make things better for the Muslims. It is really sad that we hear some people saying that it is haram. Well, if it is haram, why live in a non-Muslim country? Go back home, yeah. It must be haram also, you see. If it is haram to participate, why live here?
The thing that they are arguing about is loyalty, al-wala wal-bara. So can you explain this? People will understand.
Al-wala يعني loyalty and al-bara, to be innocent, to be free from anybody who is not a believer. Now, yes, please.
Just to add on to the Sheikh's point, that they also say that the democracy is not an Islamic idea, and when you try to vote, you're actually supporting the idea, which has nothing with Islam. There's not a single political party, and their agenda is not to implement Islam in the first place. So why do you want to support that system? There are some groups.
Okay, what is the solution? What is the choice?
They say the Nusra.
I differ with this, and I quote from the life of the Prophet ﷺ. The Prophet refers to an alliance in Jahiliyyah before Islam called Hilf al-Fudul. He was 15 years old the Messenger of Allah Muhammad والسلام, when the noble people in Quraysh and other tribes, they got together to try to support the weak and the needy. And they made an alliance called Hilf al-Fudul. Okay? And he participated in that. And after he became a prophet, he said, if I'm invited to a similar alliance, I will not hesitate to do it. So look, the people are not Muslims. So any invitation from anybody, any quarters, to do good, to improve the life of the people, and to participate in shaping the politics and the government of any country, it is the duty of Muslims to take part in that. Otherwise, they will be suppressed and they will be forgotten. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Why not Muslims? Why not Muslims being? Why don't we act and do something? Don't tell me please about ideals. I am talking about reality. Either we choose to be positive in this country or leave the country. Don't stay here. Go home, yeah. You see? But you have children. They will not follow you. When the children become 18 or over, and you tell them, let us go home, let us go back home, they will say, sorry, this is our home. Here, we have been born here, we stay here. It is not your choice. So you have to make a change, you see. Muslims have to make a change by being positive. It is one thing to be a mercenary. You go with any party and you don't care about anything, any goals. No. If you act as a group, you will be respected and people will recognize you and you will have a real say and a pressure in politics. And that develops with the pass of years and more planning and doing better homework. And it is the responsibility of Muslims, according to their capacity, to do so. So, Allahu A'lam. Al-Wala wal-Bara is a long subject. It needs a whole session or more, which means that we should only feel and have loyalty to other believers. Yes, please.
It's the same point, which is, I know somebody was interpreting the ayah, لن ترضى عنك اليهود ولا النصارى حتى تتبع ملتهم.
No.
He said, when you're dealing with them, as long as your heart, don't sell your soul. Don't just go with whatever it is they're doing because you love them. No. But you can make deal with them. You can have treaty with them. But you have to be smart. You don't walk in and say, I love you, but give me whatever it is and I'm going to agree to it. No. You as a person has to have a mind. Your heart is not sold. Don't sell your soul. Absolutely. You're a Muslim. You have your own values. You have your own morals. You can deal with them, but do not. If you sell your soul, and then yeah, you're going to sell your soul. They're not going to be satisfied with you anyway. But make deal with them, and you have to be honest and you have to be smart.
And that way, they will respect you.
Yeah.
But if you give up and surrender and make a compromise, they will tread on you. They will use and abuse you. That is the point. Allahu A'lam. It's a personal point. Here you have two evils. A greater evil of forgetting everything and just going with the flow, or a lesser evil by participating and trying to change. I would follow the lesser evil in order to get rid of the greater evil as a plan, as a strategy. Nothing comes suddenly. 100 years ago in America, Jews were suppressed and oppressed. And everybody warned against Jews. In America, you see. Even George Washington, the founder of America, he spoke against Jews. And he warned his people against Jews. I don't have to say anything about the position of Jews in America now and in the whole world. How did they get this? They made a plan, they were united, and they proceeded in the direction of fulfilling their target and their aim, and they succeeded. I'm not against Jews, but let us learn from other people, you see. If you want to change things for the better, you have to be united and choose the right leaders who represent you and then work with them hand in hand. What happens in any mosque? As an example, the management of the mosque is only in the hands of a few people. The others don't care. I tell you, say I am wrong. I have seen it in many mosques, you see. Only the few who are in charge of the management, the board, they care about the mosque. Everybody else is an onlooker. He just watches. And maybe he criticizes also. He doesn't know anything, he doesn't do anything, but he criticizes. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. Let us avoid this habit and try to be positive in every position that we are required to act. It means a lot to participate, to change. You see? Only a few care, very few. The rest of us don't care. They come and they go and let everything else, you see, change by itself. This is not the way. There should be a positive, active participation, mushawara, and ta'awun. That is cooperation. Cooperation means to do something. Help others. Don't talk ya akhi much, but do much. And that will make a difference, inshallah. May Allah bless everyone, inshallah.